if you search for a Notion Tour 2026 online, you will see those beautiful, complex dashboards that looks like a NASA control center. They have 50 different widgets, anime GIF, and complex formula. And I used to try those in the past too. But there is a big issue with them. They require a Ferrari engine to run, and on a Tuesday morning at 6 a.m., when we are tired and overwhelmed, we only drive a golf cart. And complexity here is the enemy of consistency. If your system takes more than 30 seconds to run, you have already lost. You will quit before the end of the week. And today I'm showing you my really dead simple project management dashboard I'm using to run my solopreneur business. It's not designed to look pretty on Pinterest, it's designed to survive to real life. And before we get into the tour, I want to be really precise on what organized means here. My business used to look like a crime scene. I had client tasks on my phone, content ID on sticky notes, thoughts I must remember on the back on the envelope, and I had no way of managing everything at the same place. And it wasn't a proper system, it was more scavenger hunt. And those beautiful complex dashboards are making things even worse. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Marlene, and my job is to make running a business feel easy. Messy days out, smooth workflow in. And I truly believe that simple system can outperform complex team. And I'm going to walk you through 3 pillars of my 2026 setup. First one, the P.G.T method, how I execute. Second, the freezer, how I cure the FOMO. And the third one, the reset, how I never fall behind. So let's dive in the P.G.T method. So most setups are glorifying the to-do list. You have launch your podcast right next to buy your cat food. And this is why you are overwhelmed. So let's dive inside my Notion dashboard. So my dashboard is built using this P.G.T method. So as you can see, each time I log into my Notion, I only see the tasks for the day. So right now I have 6 different tasks for today. I have 3 in progress, which is not great, but right now I'm recording the Notion tour. So as you can see, there is start time, end time. This way I can directly track my time inside the dashboard, and I can have multiple sessions to the same task linked. And this way, when I'm doing my weekly review, my monthly review, I can really see how much time this task took me. And also, I have my personal assistant right there that can keep me updated about what I'm doing inside my workspace. So as you can see, I have my 2-day situation, my week situation, and my month situation. And I can see I have already worked 30 hours and 25 minutes for this month. So that's maybe a lot, but I'm working really hard because I have 9 to 5 and it's my week holiday. So I'm doing my maximum to do the maximum work possible to get advance. Then also, if I want to, I can see my tomorrow to-do list, all the things I have to be done this week and later on. And if I have any overdue task, I can reschedule. And so maybe you are now wondering what the P.G.T method really means. So P.G.T stands for Project Goals Task. So if I go down a bit, you can see all my ongoing projects. Then you can see my goals and my to-do. So like I told you, everything is connecting together. So if I open up my project page, you will see my goals directly linked to that project. And if I want to dig diver in my goals, you just have to click here and I can see all the tasks that need to be done directly connected to the goal, directly connected to the project. And if we go back to the dashboard, you can also see that inside I have different pages. So the plan, roadmap, goals and to-do, system health, and SEO review. So like I told you, each week on Saturday or Sunday, I'm doing my weekly review. This helped me to assess and understand what I have done, what I have accomplished, and also what I have failed to. This way I can adjust each week my workload and adapt any strategy along the way. This is something I didn't do in the past, and let's dive into plan. So here on this page, you will see directly the goals, the week, and the to-do to plan, the overdue to-do, and the upcoming one. So if you are not really comfortable with the week view, you have your task here too. And also, if you want to plan a month in advance, which I not advise you to do, you also have the calendar view here. And again, if you like having a bit of trouble to really know what to plan, just look back at your goals and you will see directly what you have to do and just drag and drop the task to the calendar. And my advice here is not planify more than 5 or 6 tasks per day, having one main one that you really need to do, like the eating frog task. So in my case, it was recording the podcast and this video too, and also try to have like some satisfying task along the way. This way, it will help you to get the gratification you need to feel good at the end of the day. And so, if we look back at the personal assistant here, it will really motivate you on all the work you have to do. But there is another issue with the most beautiful template you have downloaded in the past. So maybe you have downloaded this template, you add your data, and everything don't work. And everything seems to be broken, and you don't know what you did wrong. And you finally quit the template and do it the old way. Inside this one, I have set up the system health, and again, your personal assistant here will tell you exactly what's need to be fixed to get your setup running properly. And this is something maybe overlooked at the beginning, but after 2 or 3 weeks, it really helps you to understand how to improve your dashboard and maybe have some look back on the things you haven't done in the past, anything that's maybe broken too. So there is different tab to fill to solve all the problem you may encounter with the template, with the dashboard. You just have to go through each tab and fix it accordingly. So now you're maybe wondering how this template works and how it cures your FOMO, your fear of missing out on the things you have to do. This whole concept relies on this setup goals. So you have the now one, the upcoming one, the some days one, and the done one. So this is really powerful, and you can also apply to your to-do list if you want. So in my case, I just set up to the goals tier, and this really helped me to get more clear about the things I have to do for the current month, current week. So the now goals is all the things that really need my attention for now, and you can see them here. Until these now goals are not finished, I won't move to the upcoming one. And the upcoming one is the things I know I want to do, I want to accomplish with things, but I need to do the now goal before moving on. And some days it's for all the goals, all the idea I want to do in the future, but I don't know when, I don't know how, and I don't even know if I will be able to do them. But I have a space where I can put them and go back time to time to check if it's aligned with my business, with my vision, and still schedule them if needed. And the done one, it's really satisfying to see because you will see all the progress you've done in business and in your life too. So this dashboard may seem really like easy, like built for a 10 years old kid, but that's the whole point. The whole point is to have a system that's so stupidly easy to use that you are still coming back to it each single time. Maybe it's not something for you, maybe you think it's like not beautiful enough to connect on this dashboard, but this is how things work in business. Having the most beautiful templates won't get you anywhere, but having something really easy that connects your project to your goals, to your task, is how you will manage to succeed in your business. And also, like I told you before, there is something that many solopreneurs are overlooking. That's the reset game. To reset, I have set up this SEO page here, and it's where you can just do your weekly review and your monthly review. So there is like page template inside. So let me go there. There is some simple questions that need to be answered to be truly clear about what you have done in the week, your quick check-in. Then you have what existed, what was good, okay for this week, what was heavy or complicated to manage during this week, and also what's the business minimum viable you've done this week to keep moving in your business. There is probably the most difficult part here, the declutter one. It's where you put everything you wanted to do, maybe anything you did plan to do and you failed to, and you realize that there is no big deal of quitting this decision. So for example, in my case, I was planning to engage daily on Substacks through notes and commenting other notes from people and other creators, and I truly failed to do this. But in the end, I realized that was not something really useful for me, at least right now. It was just another shiny object syndrome I had, because I was other people telling it was great and it was amazing to do, you got amazing results. But if I take a step back and just take the time to think about it, I will realize that my long-term strategy game here is to build something sustainable on YouTube. So it's taking really so much effort to record a video, and it's more complicated than just looking at a video to create one, to be honest. But I'm here trying to do my best, and this is way more fulfilling for me than just engaging and forcing me to engage on Substack's note. So this is something I will put in the declutter system. And then ultra simple, what you are doing next week. So what are your 3 main priorities? When are you thinking to do about them? It's not your fixed to-do list here, it's just to help you to think about it. And also, there is a self-comparison, a reset setup here. You just have to write what do you want to remember for next week. Like, it's more to empower you to keep moving, writing something more, what about you are grateful, and this kind of stuff. I have also added some affirmation here, but if you don't want to check one is also okay. If you want to write your own, it's also okay. It seems pretty easy again, but it's way more complicated to do, to really take this 15 minutes in your week to do this assessment and see how far you are and how capable you are also in your business. And it's just comparing you to your business and not you to other content creators who are maybe 10, 15 steps ahead from you. And like I told you, this is a basic check-in, like your weekly check-in. But there is also the monthly check-in. So when you click on it, the page is adding to the database and it's everything automated. So we have the same question at the beginning. And also, here is your monthly review. So it's to really decide if you have succeeded into your goals, how far you are going to reach them, and if you have something that didn't work for you for this month. Then we are moving to money and time data. So you just have to check for the revenue. Where did your business come from this month? So if you have running ads, focusing on YouTube, for example, or if you have done any promotion in your newsletter. If you want and I will advise you to do, is to select a metric you want to track for the next month. So it could be how many new people there are getting inside your newsletter, how many views you have got on YouTube, how many listening you got on your podcast, and so on. And also, this one was something incredible for me because I was not taking seriously. People were over tracking their time. They are like too much focus on time tracking that it feels like weird, you know? So, because I have built it inside this Notion, I have access to directly to the time here. And if we, for example, take the past month, so in January, you will see that I have worked a bit more than 96 hours on my business because I was working at my 9 to 5 and I just have a couple of hours before working. And I can see clearly what took me the most time here. And this really helps you to understand where your time goes, where your effort goes, and where your revenue come from, and maybe adjusting along the way. So if we go back to the monthly review, there is the same ending of the review. So the declutter thing, what you want to focus for next month. So you have your roadmap again that you can go. I will show you just after. And also what are the top priorities for you for this month. So in business, personal life, learnings, and money. So in business is everything connected to your business directly. Personal life for me, for example, it would be preserving my evening with my husband, taking the time on Sundays to cook delicious meal for the week, like to do meal prep. Learnings, for example, I want to read more books this year. I completely stopped doing this. And also I want to develop my crochet skill. So it will be something I will put inside my learning, even if it's not connected to my business goal, which is also fun. We are not building businesses to having 100% of your time and life on it. We can develop some passion, some hobbies. That's totally fine. And also the money tab here. So it can be the money you want to generate with your business, the money you want to save this month, and the money you want to invest also. It's anything connected to this. And again, we have the self-comparison and reset tab. So like I told you, I will show you the last pages you can find inside this workspace. So you will have the roadmap here. You have the year, so 2026, the month of 2026. And inside each page, you have your goals, the check-in, and the habit to track. So let me open this in full page. It will be easier to navigate. The goals, so the now one, upcoming some days, it's still adding here, just in case you want to add them in upcoming or now, if you are ready to do it later on during the month. The check-in, so all the check-in you will do, the weekly review, the monthly review will be automatically added here. And the habits. So this one, you can do it here. It's not the most convenient. It's just when you are doing your annual review, you will see how much habits you took and how much consistent you were. And if you go back to the dashboard here, your 2 days habit. This way you can just check them and check them off if it's not done. And you have the progress bar here. Those progress bar are really, really good at keeping you updated on how far and how hard you have worked on this goal. And also you can see how many hours you spent on a project too. So it's also good. It's some kind of motivation built inside. So for me, 2026 isn't about doing more. It's all about doing less but better. Complexity is your enemy here, and simplicity is execution. That's all this dashboard about. If it's something you are really interested in, I will put you the link inside the description so you can have a look and grab your copy too. And remember, simplify, organize, find your flow. And that's all for today. See you in the next video, guys.